Let's go. Catch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be...
What's good, everyone? Long time no talk. I believe it's been quite a bit of a long time since we last spoke, and I'm sure Nolar is doing this as well, but along with providing a box update, I do plan on just providing a general kind of update to you guys on what I've been doing over, I don't even know, 6 months to a year, maybe a year plus. It's been a little while since I've been consistent when it comes to content uploads, and a lot of that does come down to just the work schedule and just expanding roles and what have you. So that's kind of created complications when it comes to the YouTube, content generation, so to speak. But let's go ahead and dive right into it and talk about what I've been up to in terms of the game itself. I did post, I made a community post the other day about, 3,237 cumulative days, and I believe it was like 2,750 or something like that consecutive days. So I still do play this pretty much daily. It's just I just manage to play whenever I have pockets of free time. Essentially is really what it comes down to. So when it comes to like the overall grind, like units come out immediately, right? Whether it be the summonable ones or the free to play. I have been taking a little bit more time to go through that, the easy A's or whatever. I mean, I do them consistently, like within, the first couple of days, but definitely not a scenario where I am essentially, working through the level ups and links and whatever, and then by day 2 or whatever, you're already seeing showcases. Like, I just can't keep up with that lifestyle, so... we're thinking about different things to do in terms of content, how to be a little bit more consistent that works with our lifestyle. It's a little bit difficult, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, we do want to, keep going, but just at least want to provide good, entertaining content at the same time too, right? So, okay, so let's just talk about the box. So this is as of November 2nd, Saturday morning. So compared to Nolar's footage, I might have a few units that came out since then that he recorded his video. But of course, I went through the free-to-play units of, the Earthling guys, and I haven't really had a chance to test them. I think they're mid-range, anywhere from like level 3 to 5 probably in terms of links. So, definitely need to work through that, test them out, see how they are. Did pick up the Broly units and whatnot during the worldwide celebration. Luckily, I was able to get a copy of every single unit that came out during the worldwide celebration, maybe minus one non-featured, banner unit that just came out. But the intelligence type legendary Super Saiyan Broly, I ended up having to trade in the coins for it, right? Because this was the guy that I had to chase a lot for. The other ones were pretty seamless and pretty straightforward, and they popped up pretty immediately, so I was pretty happy about that. But certainly did take a while for the part 2 unit, but picked up a couple units along the way that I haven't necessarily had either, so it was definitely a good celebration period for me. I did tend to get pretty damn lucky, so it was good overall. Of course, you've got your Tech UI Goku and AGL Ultimate Gohan and stuff like that, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku that came out earlier this year and stuff like that. But I think the more interesting fact here is to just kind of scroll back to the beginning of times, right, and look at the old units. I tend to like to do this periodically, but slowly working through the rainbow effect of all the old units and the SA level ups, and obviously a lot of these guys you're getting either super easy A's or the easy A's or whatnot. So certainly excited about some of these old legacy units and what their capabilities might be once once they awaken. The one gripe I still do have over all these years is I cannot rainbow these Yamcha units because the way they set up the April Fool's event. Like, for us that played since year 1, we didn't know any better about dupes or whatnot because that didn't exist at the time. So they only gave out a certain amount of cards, so at the end of the day, this is something that is just kind of a constant dread for me. I can't rainbow these guys. I think the other interesting one too is the a Raleigh unit, right? I'm trying to remember timing-wise when they came out. Probably a little bit after, so we'll scroll up and look. But yeah, I'm super glad that we are starting to see a lot more super EZAs. I think you can actually build a full team on it now. So I was thinking about testing out, how the team performs overall. But this guy's pretty crazy with the super EZA too, and I think that kind of really segues into my observation about how ridiculous like what was it? It's almost like a meta change, but I forgot the exact term. But it's like the attack stats are consistently easily over 20 million plus, in a lot of cases. So quite a different time period that we live in right now. So 10-year anniversary is coming up, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how powerful these units really are going to be. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting. This guy is pretty nice. I'm trying to get the right I don't know what the word is, right? Gauge of this unit itself, right? Obviously pretty powerful and whatnot, and what have you, but depending on the event, certainly can take quite a bit of damage. So it's more or less kind of one of those things where you have to plug and play and see what's going on. I did remember this EZA happening a while back. I was super happy about that, and whatnot. Of course, we got the Goku Super EZA as well. So a lot of good stuff, and I am enjoying these improvements over time in terms of the unit quality, in terms of their awakenings or EZAs or Super EZAs or whatever. It's a good way for the old units to be recycled back into kind of the current meta. Not necessarily powerhouses or power players within the current state, but still, you're still able to run them on a team somewhat. So I think that makes a hell of a difference. I know the Bio Broly had a easy as well, and the free-to-play LR physical version as well. So it's been kind of interesting to test that out. I was super happy about this guy getting an EZA a while back. So a lot of things there, but it's almost like you scrolled through this and it literally is a time capsule. Like you go through this over time, specific memories of certain times in the dokkan period and eras and what have you, and yeah, it's just a very good way to kind of see the units and see their relevancy again. You can easily tell which units have received an improvement, and I'm seeing like the heroes units now, and that that time is right around the corner coming up. With that celebration happening, and then I believe we have like the year-end dual dokkan events, and then you have the New Year's step-up banner, obviously, and then the 10th year is right around the corner after that. So yeah, this guy definitely is pretty crazy. I mean, it's upwards of like what 60, 70 million, depending on what turn rotation you're on and what have you. So quite ridiculous in terms of unit capabilities nowadays. It just seemed like it jumped up quite a bit all of a sudden at one point this year, but maybe that's because I'm not playing it as quote unquote religiously as I have in the past. But when it comes to summoning, I'm pretty much pretty modest, I guess, when it comes to like the amount of stones I use every banner or whatever. I don't even summon on every banner, so I've gotten to the point where and I've said this over time, but quite selective of the banners I summon on, and generally speaking, it's worked out well. Like I'll I might have to wait a little bit for certain Dokkan Fest units or whatever, but if I don't see enough value in it, I just tend to not even summon. I mean, that's just kind of my approach nowadays, and I think with the worldwide celebration, I got way less memorial tickets, like year over year over year. Like it just continues to decline. But honestly, from an efficiency standpoint, I feel like I get equally as good units as I had before. When I was summoning a lot heavier, and I think a lot of that has to do also with the quality of units that are coming out from the free-to-play standpoint, and some of the improvements, with the pity system, and after every two multis, you get like the guaranteed feature on certain banners, stuff like that. So I mean, overall, the game's been improving over the last 10 years, and trust me, I've been playing since year one. So they were quite stingy when it came to the giving out stones back in the day. So, I'm sure we'll talk about trips down memory lane and nostalgia with Nolar at some point. Maybe that'll be another video as well. But again, generally speaking, I wanted to provide not only an unbox update, but an overall kind of update on what we've been up to and why we've been lacking on the content side and stuff like that. So, it's certainly good to catch up with you guys, and I'm sure we'll be checking the comments. And, in terms of stuff to, roll out again, we are thinking through what type of content is interesting to us, first of all, and also something you guys would enjoy. We don't want to just push stuff out just for the sake of pushing stuff out, you know what I mean? So something that we need to work on and think through, but hopefully we'll be a little bit more consistent as well. Alrighty, with that being said, I am going to sign off and pass this on to Nolar's portion, so hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. Alright, see you guys.
Hey guys, alright, so this is Nolar's portion of the box showcase. Again, I've been back for like about a week and a half now at this point. Last time I seriously played was the anniversary 9th. Before that was, I think, Dragon Ball Heroes, but I don't know, it's been a bit. So, Jin and I were talking, he's like, hey, showcase your box now where you're at, and then the progress I gotta make, all that kind of stuff. So, here we go. So yeah, I came back for WWDC, got one copy, at least one copy of all the, the Brolys, the Gohan, all those guys, and then started grinding out Broly. Bob Broly still got more to do, but yeah, so there's a ton of stuff. Let me see where I can show you. Yeah, so this is during the 9th anniversary. I got Gogeta. I had one copy, one dupe, and then of course with the worldwide, I managed to get 2 more of him, so he's at 90% or close to 90. Again, I've skipped so much where I just got these guys, well, they need to be rainbowed. Got to figure out how they work. I haven't played with them yet, so I've just been literally link grinding away on 34.4 or 31.4. Just putting it there, auto grind, let it go while I can. So yeah, it's been a bit. So there's a lot of characters I'm missing. Obviously, I just got this LR, the girls, or I forgot what they were. It's been a bit. And then of course Kale, but there's so many characters I'm missing. Dokkan Fest are actually good to go pull for, because even this Vegeta, which most people shouldn't be summoning for, this one was pretty good for me. Obviously I got 2 dupes of him. I got to figure out what to do with it. Max link level grinded him out. First, I only pulled 1 of him. I think this was a same day copy. Still need to grind out levels for him. Yeah, so 55%. Just still playing with a bunch of these guys, so there's that. I have my old thing set up where I've got link level 10s. I think he's done. Yeah, he just needs to finish off easy A. So there's that. But these are all my link level 10s, which in the grand scheme of things, yeah, look at how many I still got to do. Of course, some of these are extra copies, stuff like that. So not all of them are supposed to be in there, but there's still some work for me to do here. And then we can go here back to the power level. I should be sitting at 6.6, yeah, million. So of course, yes, this is still animation grinding up. I don't remember which ones. Oh yeah, there we go. Links at level 10. I got 6,048 links. I'm sure there's many more for me to get pull. To grind away, make sure that it's a lot easier now. So I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out what the new vertical progression system is. So before, get a little history here. Before, in the old days, you only had to pull 1 copy and get it to SA level 10. And then in year 2, they put in the dupe system for the potential system, right? That's year 2. So then you needed at least 4 additional copies aside from the one you pulled to maximize the potential. Gave them a ton of stats, right? We're talking 4,000 to 5,000 extra attack, more HP, and then of course the crit, dodge, additional, all that kind of stuff. And then I think it was year 5, they gave you the let's see, equipment, right? So now, and then I think year 6 or year 7, or not like the actual anniversary, but in between they let you grind out links. So I've been grinding out links, and but they make it a lot easier. So as you add new vertical progression systems, you need to make the old ones easier to get, and to get through. So like equipments used to be so difficult, and you had to do I forgot what it was called, but I hated doing it. They got rid of it now too. You know, where you have to have friends, and then you go through the battle, and then get a specific setup going, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, at the time, I forgot what it was called, but they got rid of that, thankfully. And now you just farm story stages for your equipment. So I got a lot of work to do. Like, not everyone's got equipment. Not everyone's got good equipment. Some people have equipment from like year 5, you know, where it's just like, oh, level 4 additional, that's it. But now you've got like level 4 or 5, you know, additional, or additional crit, or whatever the combo you want. You can farm that stuff now, and that's something I got to do for all the characters in my box. But yeah, and of course, link level here, like I can literally just manually link level, or the key stages, which, yeah, it's hidden behind money. And again, for me, just to clarify, I'm no longer whaling. I'm buying packs, and I'm buying monthly stuff. So maybe at the bare minimum, $50 or 50 bucks a month just to keep playing. But there's obviously, when sales happen, I'll probably pick those up. But I'm not going deep, going like 40. Like now, since they put the Google the game on the Google Play Store, you can just buy it outright. Before, it used to be very tied to JP's yen, and of course JP's yen's not doing so great against the US dollar, so you know, this would have been a lot cheaper. But they had to stabilize it and say, okay, well, you know, Google Play protected, everyone has to get their stuff from the Play Store, and here we go, right? So I'm not buying normal $45 packs for 90 stones. It's not happening anymore. I think I'm at a point. I mean, I've got a ton of currency, right? So let me show you the coins, which, again, now that they're doing the whole like guarantee copy after 1 on certain banners, it's a start. It's not the best, but it's a start. So like here, like these are the max. I don't need these anymore. So, and the thing that I just learned is, even if I had 200 before, they wouldn't give it to me if I already pulled it. So like it just becomes regular stone. So this is just a guarantee to get you 1 copy, just not a guarantee period, which is, I guess that's okay. I'm not a huge fan, but it is what it is. So like if I have 28k coins before, I had 40. I bought some units just because I never had them before. I wanted to at least get 1 copy, start link leveling, just play with them, all that stuff. So from here on out, like when the new banners come out, until like the anniversary and stuff, now that we're synced up, there's whatever units I'm missing after my summoning sessions, I'll just go pick them up. So anyway, so yeah, this is pretty much what my box looks like so far. I don't know what you guys want to know. I think my favorite unit that I have, the one I'm most proud of, I'm not gonna go link levels, is back in the day, this dude, General Blue. All link level 10. I gave him some stuff. I didn't give him a gold. This is what I'm saying. He needs more. Need to go through the box and meticulously go through everybody's equipments. But yeah, dude, he's probably my favorite unit, only because he's like, I think, my most rare. I don't know if they brought back that banner ever, and this was before the dupe system. So at the time, I just literally was so lazy, I had extra copies and didn't feed them to SA, because that's what you did before. Before the potential system, you were just like, oh, I got extra copies, I'll just give a free extra SA, because Kais were so rare. You could only get them like through the World Tournament. You know how ridiculous that sounds today? And again, the game's almost 10 years old, but just to give you a clue. So it's probably my most proud unit. I'm sure I got other ones too that are like super rare. And again, since I missed about a year and a half sporadically, I obviously missed like the April Fools or any of those units that were just like login giveaway, because I wasn't playing actively at the time. So I'm probably missing those. So someone who's been actively playing for 10 years, like Jin, you know, he's got some nice stuff, like some very rare things that you won't find on other accounts. So anyways, that's the preview. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got so many easy A's to do, just to give you an idea. I've just been doing for the last like week is just been easy Aing, and like my Zenny and my Kais and all that stuff has been yo-yoing like crazy. So that's what I gotta do. I got some ideas on stuff to showcase, but it's been hectic, man. Like I said, don't expect too much from us, as we are straight up gonna be trying to throw out a video once a week. Like, that's our goal. I don't know if we're even gonna hit that, but that's kind of what we, me and Jin talked about. So yeah. Anyways, guys, you guys let me know what you want to see. You want to know more about the game, account, stuff like that, how we've been doing, all that stuff in the comments. I'll catch y'all later. Nolar out.